SportsCast with Jeremy Buckelew is proud to announce we are now officially powered by TEC. If their fiber optic internet service can handle everything we throw at it here in the studio, from videos to calls and live streams, you better believe they can handle your home or business too. If speed, stability, and service is important to you, you can count on TEC. Thanks, TEC. Now let's get to the show.
Hey, happy Sunday and welcome to another episode of SportsCast. I'm your host, Jeremy Buckelew. Glad to have you with us this week. Going to have just a fun show tonight. Jakye Beard was supposed to be on, but he got stuck in Alabama and was unable to make it back. And so we're going to reschedule Jakye, and he'll be on some other time. But got a good show for you tonight. We're just going to have some fun talking about whatever. I got Kenna here with us. She went shopping in Jackson today. Is back from her shopping spree.
I did.
Where'd you go?
Spent too much money.
Target and
Sam's.
Sam's. I don't know if y'all know this. So we also got Case Buckelew here from Henry County Soccer with us, and our youngest son, Case. Welcome. Your first time on the show where you are actually going to talk.
Yes.
You've been on before. You just didn't say anything. And
fun the last time. Hoping I've already got more words in than last time.
That's
so
true.
Hoping to
and he's struggling now.
Hey, it is what it is.
And so I got Case here
But
with
you got
us.
a good birthday, so we're good.
I do have a good birthday.
Right, and Coach Summers is here with us as well. We learned that Case and Coach Summers have the same birthday. I won't tell you where we learned that or how we learned
Not
it.
necessary.
But they are October babies, and share a birthday. So, Coach, glad you're here and could make it on to.
Thank you.
You're going to share the calendar with us, I think, here in just a minute. But text me earlier and was like, "Hey, you got room for me tonight?" And I said, "Always, come on." That's what I tell you all the time.
Appreciate it.
Anytime you want to come on, just come on. And HHS Soccer, Hudson Massey is here with us as well. This is Hudson's second time on the show. He was here for cross country earlier, but that season's over, and now you've moved on to soccer, right?
I was here that night when he was here.
So here's what I'm nervous about. I'm not going to lie to y'all, okay? So I had Demetrius and Sladen on a couple weeks ago. Of course, Demetrius already had his injury, right? He came on the show, but Sladen comes on, talks about soccer, really looking forward to the season, goes out that Friday night and gets injured and is done for the season, unfortunately. And so if either of y'all get injured this week playing soccer, I'm going to just end my show. Like, that'll be the end of it. No more SportsCast with Jeremy
That'd be a
Buckelew
bad
because of the curse.
I'll second that.
Yes.
No more soccer players.
No more soccer players on. Can't risk it with anybody else. And so that will be the end of SportsCast. So I hope that doesn't happen. I know. I hope it doesn't happen. Good to have y'all with us this week. I do want to say a quick thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to TEC for outfitting our internet here at the studios. It always does a great job for us. And also got it at home now, and it works great. And so if you need some internet, give the folks at TEC a call, and they can get you hooked up with everything you need for your internet needs. And also want to say thank you to the Peddler Advantage for being a sponsor for us each and every week. They are circulated throughout 9 counties and have been for 40 years. And so if you've got a classified ad you need to run, go see them at the Peddler Advantage. They're at 105 South Market Street in Paris, or you can give them a call at 644-9595. They're also gracious enough to put our myparistv.com lineup in the Peddler each and every week, so you can see what shows are coming up between Mike Weatherford show, my show, and the Tennessee Informer. We appreciate them for that. Don't forget, we are simulcasting both on Facebook and YouTube. And so if one of those doesn't work for you, just switch over to the other one. You can find us either place, and you can go to myparistv.com to find out more about all the Kill Media productions, including our show is on the My Paris TV website and their YouTube channel, and you can find us each and every week there as well. So, guys, best thing you saw this week. Kenna, we'll start with you.
Mine would be today. It was just so pretty out. Went to Jackson after church and did some shopping with Julia and the kids. I was told by this guy in Target that I was the most beautiful girl he's ever seen. He's
How about
5, but I mean, it worked. And I mean, he hasn't told me that before, so it was a great compliment.
Take it where you can get it sometimes.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
No one else is just handing out compliments like that.
Right. So
yeah, and then Case and I went and played tennis.
how'd that turn out?
I mean, I won.
I won.
Whoa. He got 3 points.
I won the moral game.
The
moral game.
I can
What?
see that. Like
3 points on her. She's a tennis player.
that's right. So,
I mean, yeah, but, not everybody can do good all the time, okay?
I did pretty good today.
He did. He actually could hit it in this time.
all right. We're getting
The
better.
last
better.
time I played, he hit everything out. But yeah, and then it was time for church, and it was still light outside, so I didn't even I didn't even know it was time for church yet, and that was just a great feeling that it was 6:00 and it still had sun.
Sure.
So yeah,
All right.
today was
Good
just
stuff.
great.
Thank you, Coach Summers. Best thing you saw this week?
Oh, without a doubt, the crowd at the game
Yeah,
last
it was
night.
impressive. It was a fun atmosphere.
It was a lot of fun. It really was.
Hey, it didn't turn out better for the Lady
Me
Patriots,
too.
but man, what an atmosphere, what a game, gave it their all, and what a season for both squads. Really, when you look at it, we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
So, Hudson, best thing you saw this week?
Probably Friday night when we turned it on as a team.
Okay.
With soccer,
It wasn't
What?
me.
No. Unfortunately. Hate to burst your bubble.
That's all right.
But yeah, we, 60 minutes into the game, we got the ball rolling, and I think our offense kind of found our gel, and I think that was really good. We needed that.
Yeah.
Especially early on. So that was good.
It's a good game, fun game to call. Get to be up in the press box and do the PA for it. I appreciate that. It's always fun. But yeah, you turned it on is the right thing to say. I think it was it scoreless at the half, and then y'all scored 5 in the second, and
The last 20 minutes.
yeah, so impressive. Case, best thing you saw this week, buddy?
Similar vein to Hudson, probably the soccer game Friday night.
Okay.
There at the last 5 minutes of the first game that was played, got to go in some. So that was a great time. Played well, happy with how I did, hoping.
Actually, and like you had a clip, and I wish you had shared it, but anyway, you got to be a part of one of the goals, kind of got it started, so to speak. And so tell us about that. Like run through that play and
Okay, let's see. Do you remember what happened? No, I'm playing. So ball goes out for a throw in over there on the right side of the field. Like if
on the visitor side of the football field.
Yeah.
From
And so right side, and then Will takes the throw in, throws it to me, and I run up there, and I might not be the most technically gifted soccer player, but one thing I say you can always do is you can go up for headers.
Okay.
You can be aggressive on them. So I go up for it, and then I head it up to Cash, who's over there at on the wing. I don't know if he was playing wing at the time or what, but anyway. So I head it up to Cash, and then he crosses it, and then it gets launched across the field. And so it goes to, I'd reckon,
It was Mason.
Mason
Yeah.
Played it to Gabe.
goes to Mason. Then he just taps it back to Gabe, and he buries that thing on top of the net. And so it was fun to be involved in the goal. And of course, I was saying that the first game was the appetizer, and the next game was the entree of the day. And so
What?
That's awfully brazen of you.
And so
to say
I got to
that.
play in the real game, the second
The
second half of
JV
the-
game?
Yes, the JV game.
Dude,
That's where real soccer gets played.
that's wild. If Coach Poole and Coach Beard are listening, I would bench him.
I'll send it to him.
Well, it was fun watching you play soccer while you got to, son.
Wow.
5 minutes of varsity time. That's all he's getting.
That's
Did the most with it.
it. Hey, you made the most of that 5 minutes. That's exactly right. You did play really well. The whole team played great, but I'm always proud to see you get in there. And yeah, that was great. So, best thing I'm going to say is just basketball season came to an end, but like I said, what a season it was. Girls won the region championship on Wednesday night in convincing fashion over at West Creek against Clarksville High. Yeah, thank you, Coach. Against Clarksville High. First time since 2020.
2020.
2000.
2000.
26
Okay.
years. 26 years. Yeah, it's region champs, district champs, region champs. Got to host a sub-state game, which you said was an outstanding atmosphere last night. The boys' season didn't end like we wanted it to. It ended early in the region semis again, but they had just an outstanding season, and it was fun to watch them. And I know all those seniors are going to be missed. I don't want to try to name them because, yeah, I can do it. Aiden Jackson, Caden Kendall, Luke Stevens, Zach Wilson,
Carson
Curd are the five guys, right? And then for the girls, it's Breeley Pierpoint, Drew Pack also, and then for the girls, it's Breeley Pierpoint, Olivia Kendall, Nakaya Moore. They will be missed, but yeah, just what a season they had, and been a lot of fun to call. Been a lot of fun to watch this season, and looking forward to next year already. But just Henry County basketball just had a lot to be proud of, and so like I said, I hate that it's over, but Coach. You're here to talk about the spring calendar now.
Well, I am. But first, we have, you've already touched on, we have wrapped up winter sports, and I wanted to come on and number one, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for everything that you do with Henry County sports. You people don't know this. You not only do this podcast, but you're as busy as I was at every event last week. You do the radio broadcast for basketball. You do the announcing at the soccer games, and people like that are hard to find and hard to come around. That are there every night. We have something going on, even with the adjustments we have in schedules, like when the snow break and now spring sports are going to come up, and there's going to be all kinds of different stuff. But I really thank you for doing all that you do, and then come in here on Sunday evening and do this sportscast to talk about things. I really appreciate it. I'd like to thank everybody that supported our basketball teams throughout the season. And it topped it off this past last night with the sub-state game. What a crowd we had, the support we had. L.I. Smith donated the first 100 bags of popcorn. They also sponsored the halftime shot where Zach Wilson made the three-point shot and won him some money and a hat and a shirt. And also Miles Dozier, Dirt Work, had done that earlier in the year. And so it was just a great atmosphere last night, and just kind of summed up the season. I had several people from Collierville that came by and thanked me for the atmosphere that we had. And I said, well, it's not me, but it is a great atmosphere. And I want to thank our fans for all of the support that we had this year. It was just, it was really good to have that gym filled up a lot of times during the year. And the boys' season, obviously it didn't end the way we wanted it to, and it ended a little short, but they played really well all year. Hats off to those players and coaches, and yes, the seniors will be missed. And the girls team, what a year. It's the first time in 26 years we have won the region and got to host a game. And the assistant coaches, Ashley Martin and Dylan Poole, did a great job. And Cliff Curd's been our head coach for 15 years and has won countless district championships, and now he's got that region championship, and that was pretty special.
First girls team ever, or first Henry County team ever, I think, to go back-to-back sub-state appearances. I think that's right.
Yep.
And we were talking about that.
I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'll take your word on it.
Well, I think that. I mean, we talked about it on the radio, and so I think that's right. That we're gonna go with it. But yeah, first back-to-back sub-state appearances for any team in Henry County history, and so.
It was good, but the job that they did all year, the girls and the coaches, it was phenomenal. Yeah. So
a lot to be proud of.
Yeah, and then we're going into spring sports, and this week we've got soccer playing at Huntington tomorrow, and softball playing and tennis playing at home tomorrow against Obion County, and then Tuesday we've got softball at Kirkwood, tennis at West Creek, track at Huntington. And Thursday, we'll have a football scrimmage during spring practice starting at 3:45.
Okay. I had somebody ask me tonight what time.
Around 3:45.
Okay.
So park behind the stadium because it'll be still crowded in the parking lot. But we're scrimmaging Lexington to wrap up spring practice. And then Friday, baseball's on the road at Northeast. And then Saturday, baseball will be at home against Northeast at noon and 2:30. So it should be pretty good weather on Saturday.
I think so, and I don't hold me to this, but I think we're broadcasting that game on Saturday. We're going to try. Lance and I are going to swap out the games that I can't do because of soccer. He's going to do, I think, or some of them anyway. But I think that you can listen to that baseball game if you can't make it out to Patriot Park. First of all, I always encourage you to come out and watch the ball game in person. Nothing like it. Bring your radio, your phone, whatever, and you can listen online there. But yeah, that Saturday ball game I think is going to be broadcast.
There'll be something going on about every night. So it'll.
I love this time of year though.
Between soccer and baseball and softball and tennis, and there'll be something up there going on.
Yeah,
so.
I talk about it all the time. Some of my favorite nights up there is when all three are up there at the same time.
Yeah, and we don't have that much this year right now. Right. Now there's going to be some stuff get rescheduled that may wind up, but usually with baseball and softball going back and forth, hitting balls in each other's park, it's a lot of fun. But we don't have that much this year, so which is a good thing as far as whatever. But I like it when everybody's out there.
It's just fun.
It is a lot of people.
Fun.
There's normally more people. Whenever there's softball and
it's
baseball.
a lot of fun.
And I'll say this too. You were mentioning the crowd here that we had last night. Kudos, as is always the case. Henry County's crowd at Clarksville was unbelievable all week long.
Glad you mentioned that.
We had, especially Wednesday night. Now, Tuesday night, I was at the soccer game Tuesday night. Sam sent me a picture, though, but I think 4 of the Clarksville schools, 3 of the Clarksville schools were playing on Tuesday night, so there was a huge Clarksville contingent Tuesday night. But on Wednesday night, Henry County outnumbered playing, like we were playing a Clarksville school, and Henry County outnumbered the Clarksville fans 5-1. I think it was, and that's always the case. That's nothing new. But you had mentioned the crowd Saturday, unbelievable at Gamblin. They also traveled all week to Clarksville and showed up. So.
And also a shout out to our cheerleaders that were there every night. I mean, it was, the boys go every other night, the girls go every other night. Those cheerleaders go there every night. So it was, and they did a great job too.
It's always, like I said, I hate to see seasons come to an end, but it is exciting when, one thing ends or something else coming along.
That's right.
So it's just the way it goes. But it's running full speed ahead now.
Absolutely.
And got to keep up. So. Anything else?
No, I just wanted to come by and thank everybody and thank you, and just looking forward to the spring sports and getting going. Hope we have good weather so we don't have to reschedule all stuff. But I'm sure we will. Softball was supposed to play tomorrow night, but Huntington's in the state tournament, so we're going to reschedule that one. So,
well, get out to Patriot Park, get out to Patriot Stadium, watch some soccer, watch some tennis, watch some baseball, some softball. Go follow the track team, and wherever they're going to be, go watch them run and participate. Just get out in whatever way you can and support the youth and the sports programs of Henry County High School, just like we always do. Coach, I appreciate you. I appreciate those kind words. Listen, I always say I'm just an idiot with a microphone, and I don't know who let me, who decided that I was a good idea to give me one. And sometimes I get myself in trouble, but I do it because I love Henry County. I love Henry County High School. I love the programs and the folks involved with it. And it's if there's any small way that I can give back, I try my best.
You invest a lot of time in it, and I appreciate it.
I appreciate you letting me do it, because by now somebody could have come along and said, "Get this guy out of here." So I appreciate the fact that you still let me come up there each and every time. Coach, good to see you as always. Hey, stop by whenever you want. Okay,
I'll do it.
All right, appreciate you, Coach.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome to stay if you want to, but I know you probably got other stuff. All right,
these people.
Well, that's a choice. As I said, Jakye texted me tonight, and he was supposed to be on. We were going to talk about his basketball and football career as just a sophomore so far, but he got held up on a trip and wasn't going to be able to make it back in time. And so I told him, look, I understand, we'll just reschedule it and whatnot. And so, this is going to be like the Seinfeld of Sportscast. And what I mean by that, are any of y'all Seinfeld fans? No. Any of you ever watch Seinfeld?
I watch it when my dad watches it.
Come.
Yes.
I made my kids come. That's exactly right. I started texting folks. I was like, hey, come be on the show tonight. And so, but yeah, it's just going to be a show about nothing. It's like whatever we want to talk about, we're going to talk about. And there's a certain Seinfeld episode. Y'all don't watch Seinfeld and don't appreciate it. You need to go back and catch up. But where Kramer if you're a Seinfeld fan, you know what I'm talking about. Kramer does his apartment in a Merv Griffin show studio set, and when people come in, he'll have them sit down and talk to them like they're on a talk show. That's what we're going to do tonight. It's just going to be whatever we can think about. And so the first thing, like I thought Ethan was going to come on, and so the first topic of conversation was going to be who can beat Kenna at tennis, because I can't beat her. Now we know that you can't beat her.
I could.
You think you could?
No, you couldn't.
If I play look, I was up 2-0 against her. If I play how I played,
Yeah, and then I warmed up and you scored one more point. Like, and the extra point that you won was because I couldn't serve it.
well, then you can't serve it. That's your fault.
And I served it
Anyway,
every other point.
So I think I got those 2 points. If I keep playing like that, it's over for her. So she better look out for me. I'm going to start putting practice in.
That's what you got to do, right? I mean,
yes, I would love for him to, so that I could have some competition to
There
go
you
out
go.
there and get better.
Okay. You think you could beat her?
I say I would, but absolutely not. I'm terrible at tennis.
We should do 1-on-2v1, like y'all versus me.
That's too easy.
I'd make him worse. I'm really bad.
Coach
at
Summers,
tennis.
what about you?
Nope.
You want to come out and play tennis? No.
Have you ever had an interest in like playing tennis, Coach?
I played when I well, no, not really. I hit the ball
Just hit the
around.
ball
a little
around?
bit, yeah. You should see how far I could hit it.
Okay.
That's
the problem I always had when I
Hit it over
first
the
started.
back.
I thought the harder you swing, the better
Yeah.
it is, and that's not how it works in tennis.
I didn't. My brother played tennis, but I didn't.
Okay.
No,
You just a straight football.
football, baseball, kind of basketball.
Yeah.
But that wasn't just so.
Well, we have played, and I can at least compete with you. I could at one point, and I don't know that I could get out there now and compete with you, but I could at least keep up with you. I made you sweat a little bit,
Yeah.
and earn it.
Yeah,
So-
definitely.
So, I mean,
Now, what about ping pong?
I'm not good at ping pong. I don't have very good eyesight. So that little tiny ball,
I'll play
I'm
you
like,
in tennis. You play me in ping pong.
that sounds like
Okay.
a deal. We could probably get some footage out there of y'all doing that and show it that week on the show. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I'm not very good at ping pong.
I'm not very good at tennis.
it works out. It all works out. Comes out in the wash. Isn't that what they say? Comes out in the wash. So
Not us. We don't have a washer machine.
it's getting delivered tomorrow, right?
Hey, if offer's
fixed
still
it.
on the table, I'll take it.
So listen.
I'm gonna blow it up.
Oh, why are you talking about? Anyway, shout out to Whitney. No more cats. I
Hey,
don't care how many cats you have come to your house. I'm not. No more cats.
No more?
So, sorry.
your cats just turned 2.
One of them did.
What did you end up naming your cat?
I named it Slick. The wife, Wendy, named it Boots.
Okay.
Um,
We had a boot.
We had a
yeah.
boot.
yeah.
Is your
She
cat an
also
indoor or
got-
an outdoor cat?
Well, that's why there's no more cats. I want them out, right? But they wind up in,
Yep.
and that's it. So,
Yeah.
anyway.
We when the weather was cold, we ended up with
Don't even tell people.
Well,
That's
when
Well,
it was that cold, I'm not heartless. You know, they come in.
Yeah.
But it was
we had like 4 or 5 in the house.
no.
For too
It
long.
was bad
too
for
long.
too long.
Yeah.
Because then they got sick, and
Nope.
my dad wouldn't put them down, and he brought it back into the house.
why are you like
Gosh.
this is a sports show.
Gave
We're
it
supposed to be talking
Yeah.
about
Sorry.
sports stuff. So no, you did get some kittens from us at one point when we had a stray cat problem there on
Yeah, I like
Dunlap
them,
Street.
and I like them outside so that they kill snakes and mice.
Yeah.
Ours do a great job of keeping I walked outside the other day and there was a mole that one of them had got, and you know how cats are. They're going to take care of it and then brag about it.
Yep.
And brought it up to the back porch. I had to get the shovel and carry it off. But yeah, they're great at keeping the yard clean and the garage rat free and mouse free and all that stuff, even living in town. So listen, when we get some more, I'll call you and let you know, hey, we got some more stray cats over here.
It's only
Done.
a matter of time.
All right. You guys playing soccer. Talked about y'all 1-1 on the season. South Gibson wasn't the greatest
+1 goal
performance.
differential. That's what matters.
Well, okay. You're going to look at it that way.
way.
And then just dominated 5-0 against Obion County. I'm going to ask Hudson this because, how much weight have you put on in muscle since last season? Because you've been working out,
yeah.
let's be honest, you've been into the gym.
Yeah. What sucks is I can't get any taller. So it's hard to put it on. I've been going to the gym a lot, and then eating a lot.
Yeah.
I've put on like 15 pounds probably.
Okay.
That's not all muscle, but
but it helps because
yeah.
kids just bounce off of you out there on the soccer field now.
Yeah, kind of.
Are you ever worried that it's going to be like, because I think we were actually talking about this the other night somewhere, maybe at Crockett, I don't know, but we were talking about the fact that like kids run into you now and bounce off, and then you get the call. Like you were just standing there basically, and
I have to be careful because I don't want to like. If as long as they run into me, it shouldn't be a call.
Sure.
But if
Always
I
is,
make
though.
if I make any sort of like contact against them when they hit me, normally it's a call. So normally I just let them run into me.
Yeah.
And sometimes they do kind of make me stumble, but I would, like for a while I was trying to figure out how much weight and muscle I could put on and keep my speed.
Right.
Because that's like hard to do. So
it is hard. That's where Cade with football, I think, because Cade was so fast his 8th grade year. Like Bob Markham would talk about how fast Cade was. But then he started just lifting and bulking up and lost a lot of that speed. Now he'll say he would, he didn't, but that's what I mean. I don't mean that. I'm not trying to be ugly.
He'll say
that's
anything.
just how it happens.
I'm just saying that when he started bulking up, he lost his speed a little bit, and so it's a delicate balance to train and work out and put on some weight, but be able to beat everybody down the field still.
I remember last year, it was at that Dyer County tournament, and I remember you were running down the field, going to the ball, and this striker for what team was it? It was that purple team. Was it Ripley?
Yeah.
The dude with the green hair.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So he's running down the field, and this striker on the other team is chasing him. And that kid like runs into him, and he gets like laid out. It looks like Hudson clotheslined him, but the kid just ran into him.
It does. And I have the video, like, whenever he hit me, your instinct is kind of like to get tense and then like kind of like push everything off of you. So it looks like I like threw him. It looks like I like chicken winged him and threw him. But I mean, he did. He ran into me, and so I'll get calls for stuff like that. And so I'm really trying to be more careful this year about it.
Yeah, but how frustrating is it when you're just standing there playing the game? And because I say this all the time, you hear like in basketball especially, like when somebody gets a rebound just because somebody didn't box out and the two people just jumped at the same time and the taller guy got the rebound and everybody over the back, that's a foul. It's not a foul to be taller.
Ethan was doing that all night last night.
Yeah, that's true. Ethan was,
it's not a
there
foul
was
to be taller.
It was though.
The same that it's not a foul to be bigger and stronger than somebody.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, it's just kind of how it is. I've kind of accepted it, but it is difficult because, like, there will be guys that will run in and will, shoulder me, and I don't expect it, and it'll make me stumble. But then if I do it to them while they're running,
right,
they'll just fall over. But I'm not the type to just like lay out,
Sure.
So they'll lay out, and then I'll get a call. So. It's also hard once you get the call not to like, explain to the ref like, hey, like I really wasn't trying to mess up with the guy or anything like that. But kind of how it is. I just feel bad when I get them because then I'm not out there. Then I'm hindering the team. So.
Well, do you ever see that in your coaching or playing days that like the bigger guys kind of got picked on because they were bigger?
I got picked. I was a big, huge guy. I weighed 150 pounds when I graduated from high school.
Wet.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that happens sometimes. A bigger kid, if contact's made, sometimes that gets called on them. And, but, sometimes they deserve the call too. So.
Sometimes.
But that happens sometimes.
Yeah. It's just, it's like with as much – like soccer's a pretty physical sport. Like y'all are beating and banging out there all over the field. And, just because there's no tackling going on doesn't mean that there's not a lot of physical play going on. And I mean, it's a delicate balance. You got to walk a thin line, but
and you got to like every game you come into the first 5 or 10 minutes, I'm always trying to figure out if the team is the type of team that I can be physical with, or I have to be more easy.
Yeah.
And you can normally figure it out in the first 5 to 10 minutes, but it's hard because it's not like with football watching film, because with soccer, like you can watch film on a team and then the team not only play different, but like their striker would be super physical against one team and they could be completely different against you. And so you really have to figure it out in the moment. It's just part of it.
Guys, we'll go ahead and take our break, hear from TEC, and then we'll come back and talk about some other stuff. Just have a good time. Y'all stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thanks, Rad.
Next week, we'll be joined, Kenna and I will be joined by Coach Height and Coach Poole, as it is Selection Sunday next Sunday, and we're going to talk about some March Madness. We'll probably talk about everything else with Coach Height and Coach Poole. I'm sure we'll talk about Inman baseball and some basketball and Henry County basketball and some HCHS soccer and everything else we can think of. But the theme of the show is going to be talking about March Madness and the bracket breakdown. With that getting underway, it's I love March. I know Kenna loves March, and we're going to make our national champion predictions next Sunday night here on SportsCast with Coach Height and Coach Poole. Y'all make sure and join us for that at 7:30 live here from the Brewer Street Mafia Studios. And then don't forget Mike's show on Tuesday night. This will be a good one. Demolition Derby, Mike is talking to Anthony Wallace and Brad Dublin about how it's changed since Mike's days as a promoter. Of course, Mike used to be hot and heavy in the Demolition Derby world, and there's even a movie, I think, that Mike was a part of. Yeah, Derby Madness, the movie, that when Mike was a promoter and all that. Anthony and Brad will be in studio on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock on the Mike Weatherford Show to talk about how derbies have changed, and so make sure you tune in for that. There's one coming to Henry County for the world's biggest fish fry in April. Always one of my favorite nights out at the fairground is Demolition Derby night, because who doesn't love a good Demolition Derby? So be sure to tune in for that. And then on tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on the Tennessee Informer, Iran, War, and Faith, a unique perspective from Shamran Hadian. He's an Iranian pastor, and he will be joining the show there on the Tennessee Informer. That's tomorrow night at 7 o'clock over on the Tennessee Informer's page and on the My Paris TV YouTube channel. Be sure to tune into that, another Keel Media production. And so back here with Kenna and Hudson and Case, just talking about whatever in the sports world for the most part. And so Case, Annie Gray said that the JV was definitely the entree of the night, the other night. So you got a big game tomorrow night. Varsity plays at Huntington. Do you know anything about Huntington?
Just from last year, they mainly have like 2 or 3 guys that try and work up top. Normally their defense is more scrappier players, more like just athletes.
Yeah.
So it really just, they're kind of like O'Bien. They are a little bit better.
All right.
You kind of got to we got to get the ball rolling on offense. I think if we can score and stuff, then we'll be good.
Yeah.
I think the key to winning the game, probably scoring more goals than them.
Probably scoring more goals.
Making sure that like our score is higher than theirs.
It's a good game plan. I like it.
Let in a few goals, score many. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Thomas has done a great job in the goal, as a matter of fact.
Really stepped up.
Got kind of a kick to the face there at over in South Gibson, had to come out, but he has been just a brick wall in there for most of the games. That's impressive. Hudson Brody is watching, and he said he's going to nickname you Mr. Hustle. Because you're
cool.
all over the field. Like
Yeah.
we were sitting up at the top of the other night, and Kenna and Whitney were up there with me, and Whitney looked down. She's like, "Is Hudson supposed to be that far down the field?"
Yeah. I feel bad because like I love playing center back and I love defending and keeping them from scoring, but like with how the offense has kind of turned out this year, with just changing the plan and then like having a bunch of people get injured and stuff. It's hard not to want to step up and like help with the flow of the game.
Sure.
So I'm trying to find a happy medium with that.
Well, you broke the scoring drop.
Yeah, and I turned around and like celebrated with the sideline because it was like I wasn't even as happy that I scored, but more that like we got a score, like that it broke through. And then after that, we went on to score 4 more goals. It's kind of like, we just needed something to get us going, something to get the offense, give them a little bit more confidence.
Right. Had to watch the ball go in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for a lot of the guys on the field, that's kind of how it is. If they see that happen, then it gives them a lot more confidence.
It's the same way in tennis, right? Like when you see those shots start to fall, it changes your whole mindset.
Yeah, definitely. You just, when you get those, when you're hitting it as hard as you can and it's not, you're trying your hardest and shots aren't falling, you're just going to mess up your swing because you're thinking, oh, my swing isn't working. But on those days that your swing is really working, you watch those good shots fall and you're going to have more confidence and play better because of that. So
Still during soccer, how far? You were like, 30 yards out, something like that?
Yeah,
it was a pretty good.
Yeah, it was. I think it was
just nailed it.
28, something 30, like somewhere between there. Case or somebody told me after the game, they were like, "I don't think you would have made it if it didn't deflect." And I was like,
"That wasn't me.
Maybe it wasn't." But
not a hater.
Who did it deflect off of?
Well, I think it deflected off of their center back off his head, but I was aiming far right.
Okay.
And I really think it was going to go far right. Like I was watching it back on film. But then again, I could have missed. But it deflected, and I had enough power on it, I guess, that it still traveled pretty good after.
I didn't even notice the deflection, to be honest. I thought it was just straight up, just putting it in the top right corner or whatever. And
yeah, but I was very happy it went in, and very happy that they kept going in, and that the guys that once we got up 3-0, the guys didn't let off. That's a big thing that I worry about is getting too confident that you get complacent. And I mean, they didn't. They just kept going. That was really, really good.
What's y'all's favorite thing about the game? And I ask that because, like, I may be wrong, but like Case plays soccer because of you, basically. If you hadn't just, when he was an 8th grader at Inman, convinced him to try out, I don't think he'd played soccer.
He made me do it.
Well, I mean, it worked out, right? It worked out all right. But like, for y'all, what's the most fun part about being out there?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
I know what mine is, unless you want to go first.
You go first. I have to.
Okay, so my favorite part is making it like a good or a worthwhile game for the fans. Okay. Like I enjoy being able to play and like hopefully do well. That way it was like worth their time to be there. Because a lot of people, they don't really watch soccer or anything because, it wasn't really an American sport or anything like that, first off. And so I think that if you can make it fun to watch and make it enjoyable, that's always good for the fans. And then I enjoy talking to people after if it was a good game.
Yeah. Case, you.
Let me see. I enjoy playing.
5 minutes.
Say that again.
5 minutes.
Chill.
Hey, I'll give you. Listen, there was a game last year where a kid was told with 5 minutes to go in. He said, "No, I'm not going to. It's not worth my time." So, kudos to you for getting up off the bench and going in. So, anyway, go ahead. What's your?
And it led to a goal, though.
It did lead to a goal.
It did lead to a goal.
And we were really happy when you saw you come in because, I mean, you put in a lot of work out there. Even though you're my friend, I still say that you definitely deserve to be out there.
I don't know if this counts as like of playing soccer, but like my favorite part about being on the soccer team is having like my teammates.
Okay.
Like all those dudes, I probably wouldn't have talked to them ever if I didn't know them for soccer, but like a bunch of them I'm good friends with.
Sure.
Now. And I was talking to it was before practice. I was talking to Mickey, and I was talking about. He was telling me if I put as much time playing soccer as I did playing guitar, I'd be the best one on the team. But me and him were joking. I said I'm a locker room kind of guy. He said I'm a glue guy. Hold the team together.
You're the personality hire.
Yeah.
You need those people though, right?
Oh,
like
yeah,
you need those
sure.
people on the team.
For sure.
And so, I mean.
My favorite thing about soccer is the running arms y'all do because nobody actually like runs like a run. You like run with your hands out like this, and it's just funny to watch.
Every time I look back at a photo, my hands are like this.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I like try and not do it.
You like consciously.
Case was doing that the other day, and I was like, "Why is he holding his hand like
just
that?"
Kind of happens.
Yeah.
It's just how it. It's
It
just how it
just
goes.
happens.
And also, like looking back at some of the photos, I make the craziest faces, like
you see
not
it?
even realizing it.
Dude, you didn't see it because you're not in our group chat because you refused to get Snapchat. But so Mason, there's this picture of him. And he's like, somehow he's in the air, but he's like horizontal. And he's just making like the craziest face you can imagine. And like the defender seems like he's like pushing him over. But like some of the pictures we get back.
Well, and so that's another thing. Like, I want to have a show to where a lot of these folks who do the pictures for y'all are on here, because that's becoming a huge something. Like Jackson Ridgway was watching earlier. I don't know if Jackson's still watching or not, but I mean, he's basically built a career from social media and picture taking. And I'd love to get him on here to talk about how he got started with all that, because the story is just unbelievable. How he got hooked up with Ole Miss and Memphis and those guys, just betting on himself. But y'all got like a lot of folks out there, like Michael Grace Photography is out there taking pictures of you guys. You can follow him on Facebook and see all the pictures that he uploads each and every week. They're outstanding and amazing. But then Aiden does pictures.
Aiden Duke, yeah.
Aiden,
Okay.
and Aiden Teague. I mean, the amount of people we have in our grade
Right.
that take pictures is kind of crazy.
I saw
And
some of the
most
day
of
that-
them are like really good at it.
That Olivia has started doing some. I guess she was out there the other night taking some
Aiden
pictures.
Duke, Aiden Teague.
Annie Grace does
Annie
photos.
Grace.
What's hers? Photos with, or what, shots with AG or something like that
Something like that.
on
Something
Instagram.
like that.
And then what's his name? He's a freshman. Brody
Yes.
Warburton. He
Yes.
started taking pictures.
Does it.
So, I mean, there's like, it's amazing to me just how that has come along with, I guess, I mean, it shouldn't be amazing with social media and all that, but I mean, y'all have like a bunch, like there's just people all over out there taking pictures of you guys and getting game shots and that kind of stuff. And again, you can follow all of them. Again, Annie Grace was watching a second ago. Not sure if she still is or not, but I think hers is Shots by AG or something like that. And then Michael Grace
Something like
Photography. So Annie Grace is on Instagram. Michael Grace Photography is on Facebook. You can follow him and see the shots and whatnot.
Aiden Teague has Flicks with Teague.
Yeah.
Aiden Dukes is just, I think, Aiden Duke on
Okay.
Instagram.
And then Olivia's is new. It was something.
I think it's something _ with OK.
I think that's right. And so
like shots with OK.
something like that. Y'all need to like hire out some, not hire out. They just come and give of their time to do it. And-
Aiden Teague wanted to come like and travel with us and do it.
Yeah.
But we hadn't talked to Coach yet about it.
Well,
Probably need to.
it's awesome that they do that. Y'all need to. Does anybody do that for tennis? I know Mama used to take some pictures at tennis, but
Yeah, I'm sure Annie Grace will bring hers
Okay.
out, and maybe I'll snap a few
when
for
she's
Annie
not playing,
Grace.
she'll
Yeah.
maybe let you you use her camera
Yeah.
or whatever. It's neat to see how that has grown and become a thing in the sports world. Like when we go to Nashville soccer games, you know, they have like a designated social media guy that's down there field level following the guys with the cameras and all that. And that's really becoming a career opportunity. Like, you know, for guys like me who are fat and out of shape, but I love sports, you know, I can never be on the field, but I can get on the field with a camera if that was my passion. You know what I mean? And it just opens the door to something like that. And so I think it's awesome to see that y'all, like, people love doing that. And it's great for y'all because y'all can then take the pictures and share them and, you know, look at
And
my
it
face
brings
here.
more
and-
attention to all the sports, you know.
right.
It's good. Because a
Um,
lot of people, you know, don't really, like I said earlier, like watch or
Well,
soccer or
yeah, and
anything.
and most everybody, I think Michael is the only one who's specific to soccer, and I don't want to speak for him and say that, but I know Annie Grace does. She does football and
Wherever
girls
she
soccer
is.
wherever she
Yeah.
is. She'll take pictures.
She also does like the fancy pictures. or
Yeah,
whatever they
like
are.
well, if you need like headshots done, or you
Yes.
have like a photo shoot, an engagement shoot, or something, Annie Grace will go do that. Aiden does football because you know, Aiden Teague does football, and I think Aiden Duke maybe also. Does he?
I don't know if he was
I
doing
think
it
he
at that point.
started basketball.
I know
this year.
he does. He's at every single basketball
Okay.
game, home or away.
So I mean, just all of these photos out there on Instagram of our teams and stuff. It's just awesome to see. I really appreciate it.
I always like getting them back.
Well, it is fun. Like I went through them today, and that's what I did was just go through them and see what was out there. And like I said, I would love, like, you know, like I said, Jackson Ridge. I think it's those guys like Jackson and
Matthew Joyner.
Matthew Joyner's working for the Titans now doing that. Jake
Jake.
Guerin is at UT on the sidelines at all the Tennessee football games. Like I said, Jackson, following Terry and Arnold from good friends with Terry and Arnold now, and like is his personal photographer, and Micah Pettis, and just all of these connections. And again, I hope to have Jackson on at some point to talk about it, but he started out just messaging these guys on Instagram basically and saying, hey, I take photos. If you'd like for me to take your photo, I'll do it for free. And like Micah Pettis, when he was playing for Ole Miss, said, yeah, come on. And so that got him in the door at Ole Miss, and started with Micah Pettis, who's now at Florida State and is going to the draft. And that's how he met Terry and Arnold and stuff like that, playing for Alabama, and now plays for Detroit and Jackson's all the time. And it's just, there's so many opportunities for people. And that's what Dr. Greer is always saying. There's so many opportunities for people who love sports, but like I said, are like me and can't get out there and play. Now, let me go back, because Andy Grace is an athlete. Aiden Teague's an athlete. Aiden Duke, I don't know him, but he could probably play some sports if he wanted to. I mean that when you grow up, that there are opportunities in that field.
Yeah, if you're really passionate about sports,
right?
You can't play, or like you're not playing at the moment.
Right.
Like, there's things you can do to be involved in the game.
That's exactly right.
I know Aiden was taking the pictures because he was hurt and couldn't play.
Right.
Exactly.
And like it has turned into like a huge thing for him, because I remember I had my buddy Knox in Clarksville that's been on the show before, Knox Reeves. He does that, and when I think it was one of the playoff games, he messaged me and was like, hey, I can't be at the game Friday night when y'all are playing. I think it was Kirkwood. He said, I can't be at the Kirkwood game. Do you have a photographer that you know of that can send me some photos? And so I hooked him and Aiden up to say, yeah, this guy here takes photos for Henry County. I think he can, and I think that they worked it out to where Aiden sent him some photos of the game and whatnot. But yeah, just opportunities like that you wouldn't have thought about 20 years ago, that now are in every sport. At every level, they're looking for people to do that kind of stuff, and I just think it's neat. And,
yeah, for sure.
So, what else? Anything else you want to talk
about? You got your March Madness show next week.
Who you picking?
I don't know who's in it.
I don't know who's in it. Just pick a team. Pick any team.
Go Blue.
Give me Arkansas.
That's a bold prediction, Cotton. We'll see how it turns out for you.
Bad.
I bet it.
Listen, this is how good. I'm gonna say this next week, but whatever. This is how good Michigan is. Okay, their turnover ratio against, who were they playing the other night? I don't even remember.
Duke.
No, they were playing.
They lost that game. Sorry,
it wasn't Iowa, was it? Was it Iowa?
Iowa. Who? That's not funny. Their turnover ratio was 18-4. And they still won the game. How can you have 18 turnovers and still win if you're not really good? I mean, how can you have 18 turnovers if you're good? But you just have bad games, okay?
Sometimes it happens.
But they still pulled out with
win.
the win, and that just says that they're that good. And, they do have a really good player on their team.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
So
baseball season started for everybody.
Yeah.
The Razorbacks lost today.
Already?
Watch it. Let's talk about Ole Miss.
I don't even know what's going on with Ole Miss.
I know their basketball wasn't very good.
They're not very good at basketball.
Chris
Their baseball
Beard.
has been all
Ole
right.
Miss isn't good at basketball.
What? They were good.
Their girls are all right. Their girls
girls are
got
really
knocked out
good,
of the
aren't they?
SEC tournament in the
How-
semifinals, but
Chris Beard did good that 1 year.
that 1 year.
That
But,
1 year.
Trinidad, the NCAA is appealing his
Dun, dun,
injunction.
dun.
They're going to lose. I'm not worried about it. But it is interesting that
I don't know. The
they're
NCAA kind of just runs everything.
I-
They can kind of do whatever they want.
Well, they can't though when a court tells them they can't, and that's the problem. Is see they got mad because the judge kind of slapped them on the hand for not showing up for the ruling, and that's the only reason I think that they're appealing it is because they're mad about it, and that they're not. I don't think they're going to win the appeal, and so Trinidad will be
Better
back at
not.
Ole Miss next year. But Hudson, who you got for the NCAA? Do you even have an
I don't
idea?
know.
Just pick a
I
team.
don't know.
Go with
Let's
somebody.
go with Michigan.
Michigan.
Bandwagon, no bandwagon.
I think Michigan's got a real shot.
I hope they do.
It depends on the bracket, how it falls, but we'll talk about that next week with Coach Height. I wonder who Coach Height's going to pick. That's a joke. That's a joke. He's a Duke
I don't
fan.
know. He's very reasonable.
He's got a reason to pick Duke this year.
I mean, yeah,
they're the number one
pretty
team in the
good.
nation right now for a reason.
They got Cooper Flag, right?
No.
I'm joking. That was a joke.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
I remember last year, it was me and Bam Thompson and Will in Coach Butler's class, and we were making our brackets. And I remember I kept making picks, and I think Bam keeps up with the basketball. He's like, "What are these picks you're making?" I said, "I'm picking whatever team I like more." I think I got like 5 right.
That's how it works sometimes. We usually do one at the office. We need to talk to Caramena, see if we're going to do an office pool bracket this year.
You and I used to do one.
Yeah.
In the winter, me.
Are y'all going to do one at Coach Butler's class, you think?
I'd reckon. I don't know why we wouldn't.
In sports analytics, right?
Sports analytics.
Fun class.
Very fun class.
Like Henry County has so many good classes
Yeah, I'm
now.
really jealous of it.
They have the sports analytics class that you're in.
They have a weightlifting.
They have weightlifting. They have a TSSAA officials class to where you can get certified to be a TSSAA official.
For like it's 2 sports a semester.
Yeah, I think so. It's basketball and football. I know because Coach
And
Wolf
then
is
baseball
teaching one of them.
Soccer, I think.
Yeah, and Coach Putman was saying, that he's doing, I guess, baseball, softball, but like that was not an opportunity that I had at Henry County. Y'all were very
Even that
fortunate.
I had
Yeah.
2 years ago. Like just the changes that has been made.
So
is
awesome
incredible that you can have anything that you're passionate about in high school. Like to have something in high school that you're passionate about and be able to take classes on it as high schoolers and not have to be like, oh, what do I want to do in college? Because really, like that's what you think about college as is what am I passionate about? Let me go take classes on it. But now that like the high school offers those kind of classes, it's incredible.
What are y'all doing? Like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
They have some like crazy class picks where I'm like, that's a really niche interest to be like having a class on. I know,
but that's so good for
It
students
is
because
not everybody.
because they wouldn't
It's
have the
everybody.
class if people weren't signing up for it.
I think there's I don't know if it like gets filled because I know they said like some of the classes on the selection they're like, oh, some of them won't get filled, so there won't be like the actual class. But I know like I saw like suspense literature.
Yeah, it's like kids love that. I mean, there's kids out there that love it. They don't care anything about sports analytics, but they love that stuff. They should have the same opportunity to have a class that they enjoy. I'm not saying, I mean, I never thought you'd enjoy sports analytics, but I think you enjoy it. And as far as being in there,
analyzing sports.
Okay.
Enough.
Well, that's a good thing you found that class then instead of what were you in?
Music history. I mean,
Which you would also enjoy as a guitarist.
I'm a big fan of music. It's just I got in that class and he told us what we were going to be doing, and I couldn't have gotten me out of there any sooner.
Case signed up for music history. Thing is going to be like 80s rock because that's music history to him, and we found out it wasn't that. It was Beethoven and Bach and the classical period. And he's like, I'm out. So
no thanks. But I got out of there. Coach Butler
hooked you up, got you in the sports analytics.
Yep.
And you're enjoying it?
Love it.
Hudson, what's your favorite class that you got?
Oh, I don't know.
Hospitality.
Hospitality.
Went to DECA a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And participated in
That was pretty
Chattanooga.
good. That was a fun time. And we had a bunch of people go. Ethan went.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're going to state
EFE.
nationals.
Nice.
So that's good. Favorite class? Trying to think about. I'm probably learning the most in AP US history.
Okay.
My favorite class right now is probably piano, though.
That
All
class is
Because
fun.
like I didn't think I'd
Miss
enjoy
Cook,
it.
right?
Yeah, I didn't think I'd enjoy it because I was really bad at piano when I was younger.
Now you're getting better.
And
that's why you take the class.
My granddad actually told me that I better not fail piano because I was so bad at it. He told me, he actually said, you should drop that. He was like, you're going to find a way to fail it. I was like, thank you.
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah, thank you. But,
Was it Doc or Dad?
Oh, it was Doc.
Oh.
That's the most Doc thing ever.
Well, you could get pointers from Mom.
Yeah, I mean, I could, but man, but it's pretty fun.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm really glad you're because
I'm learning kind of how to read the music,
Yep.
which is really good because whenever I did it when I was little, I'd just try and memorize the songs. It turns out when you don't actually play until the next week when you go to your session,
it doesn't turn out well.
yeah, you don't learn
Lesson
anything.
learned.
That's why you got to practice at home.
Yeah, I did.
For hours and hours and hours and
Yeah.
hours. That's how you get good at it, right?
Uh-huh.
Guys, it's been fun. I've enjoyed the show. I hope y'all did too.
It was all right.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us, Hudson. Good to see you as always. Be sure to join us next week. We talked about NCAA tournament as Coach Height and Coach Poole will be on next Sunday night live here at 7:30. Just another show very similar to tonight. Just going to talk about whatever comes up and break down the bracket and give you our pick for national champion this year. So be sure to join us for that. Also, I want to say congratulations. The Henry County Patriot Special Olympics basketball team won the gold medal again yesterday. Back-to-back champions for those guys. And so congratulations to all of them and to Coach Rodney Littleton. I think Jamie Atkinson was still working with that team some, but they are the back-to-back champions. So that's awesome. Way to go, guys and girls. Proud of y'all. May try to get them back in here sometime in April or May to talk about that experience again, but just wanted to give a shout-out to them for winning the gold medals again yesterday in Nashville. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you to our sponsors. Thanks to the Peddler, TEC. Thank you to Philip Massey at Shelter Insurance and to Nathan Eaton at Eaton Construction, who's doing a wonderful job on our house.
Yeah, you need pictures.
I do need pictures. If you want to see what kind of job Eaton Construction does, just drive down Dunlap Street and take a look at our house where they've done some work on it, and it looks really amazing.
Good. In case you can't tell, it's the house with all the trailers in front of it.
With all the construction crew. Yeah. I want to say thank you to Mike Weatherford for letting us use his studio. Thank you to Kevin Keel and the birthday boy, Scott Norwood, in the back for keeping us on the air tonight. And happy birthday, Scott. And that's it. Guys, we appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for watching. Join us next week. And as always,
take care of yourselves and others.
We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.